Hey now. No thirsting in this channel. What's going on, guys? Hunger's fine. The hunger, it gnaws. I have a friend that was a huge Marvel nerd before the MCU was even a thing, and I had the quote ingrained in my skull: "The hunger, it gnaws," from freaking Galactus. Before anybody fucking knew who Galactus was. Borgar. I thought about cooking hamburgers tonight. Almost did it, but I wanted to go home, so I couldn't stop by the store. Alright, me on screen now. What's going on, y'all? Feeling very casual tonight. How are? Are good. How are? It's hilarious how like Galactus was maybe their biggest Marvel baddie. I feel like people knew Doctor Doom more than Galactus. He's just super. Oh, you mean like he's the huge threat level guy? Yeah. Like it's hard to make somebody care about Galactus. Soon get surplus cop gun. Oh, that's exciting. I feel like I already need a haircut again. Like, maybe I just need my bangs cut. This is gross. I don't like it. Anyway. So, let me pull up the main news story that has gotten me very angry in the last couple days. And no, it's not the false flag attack on the president. That's not gonna get me taken down, is it? 'Cause, we all know. Did y'all all see Vance get rushed out before Trump? Everyone is like, it's fake. Is everyone getting banned for that? Right? Like, how are we supposed to care about news anymore? Like, that's basically my reaction to every huge thing that Trump does, as I'm just like, what, do we care now? Is this suddenly a thing we care about? Saw Stephen Miller using his pregnant wife as a human meat shield. Holy shit, I didn't see that. Can you show me that one? I was done hearing about it the moment it happened. I mean, honestly, I'm more entertained by the news that it was used to prop up the ballroom than to hear that there was, like, a gunman at all. Yeah, here we go. AP News. Great. This was beautiful. I'm shocked sips tea. Let's go over here real quick. Yeah, this is the one that Austin's all upset about. By the way, guys, I don't know if I officially signed up for another debate, but I did respond to the debate prompts this week for the horseradish patch, so I could be going back on there again. I feel like I was baited a little bit because one of the debate prompts was the United States needs to have a constitutional convention. I was like, I feel like this was directly chosen to bait me into engaging some more, so I'll be back. How hard is it to build a ballroom? I'm not even asked that sarcastically anymore. Did they really need to stage an attempt to justify actually building the thing? Well, like, they're violating the law by building it. So, yeah. Trump administration fires independent board overseeing the National Science Foundation. Everybody. Fucking everybody. The Trump administration has fired members of an independent board that oversees the National Science Foundation. Members of the National Science Board received an email on Friday sent from the Presidential Personnel Office on behalf of President Donald J. Trump stating that their position was terminated, effective immediately. Were they terminated or was their position terminated? I wasn't entirely surprised, to be honest, said dismissed board member Kevin Stosson in an email. Stosson, who works at Vanderbilt, added that the decision was enormously disappointing. The National Science Board was created in 1950 to advise the President and Congress on science and engineering policy, approve major funding awards, and guide NSF's future. It's typically made up of 25 members appointed by the President who serve staggered 6-year terms. The fired scientists hail from academia and industry and specialize in areas including astronomy, math, chemistry, and aerospace engineering. 25 people fired. Staggered 6-year terms? Nope. Oh, that happened like 2 hours before everything kicked off. I will say there are other pictures where he looks less hiding and more protecting, but he was basically just behind her most of the time. Good God. There he is. The white supremacist in chief standing behind his pregnant wife. God, to think that something reproduces with him. I'm grabbing some boob. let me at least get a handful before you're gone. I feel like if you're going to make your pregnant wife be in public, maybe protect her. I was shocked he had a wife. I mean, women come in all sizes too. Women come in white nationalist. Oh, she's like as bad as he is? Yeah, exactly. Let's not think all women are saints. Women are wonderful. But not all of them are saints. He's also like Jewish and somehow a Nazi. I mean, it's all a matter of who you can get on board hating other people with you. If you put it all on black people, then you can be a Jewish Nazi. You just got to make the Nazis hate the black people. I wonder if some of these women are brainwashed into their beliefs and these marriages are all arranged. I always imagine he lives in his dead grandma's basement. I always imagine he lives in his dead grandma. The short answer, Athena, is yes. I don't think anyone can, like, naturally... There is natural bigotry in some people. There's natural... tribalist behavior, natural identification of other groups as different from your own, but the level of acidity and hate that comes in these people, it can't come naturally. I don't believe it. I think it has to be ingrained in you. I always imagine he lived in a lot of these are very traditional DC power marriages. That's so sad. It is really funny to me that what's seemed to me to be the Vance-Kirk arranged marriage in progress fell through. Nobody wants Vance at all. I'm not saying they're all pressured into these marriages and to have these beliefs, but as someone who came from a culture of arranged marriages, there have to be some. I mean, yeah, I didn't come from arranged marriages, but I was adjacent to a community that had them, like a evangelical homeschool quiverful type community. And then it was all like, oh, one of my 6 sons is going to marry one of your 7 daughters, and gross. But yeah, it's very, very brainwashy. This was basically how the only way women could achieve political power and careers. I hear something. Hold on. Where's that coming from? Are you listening? I hear something. I don't know where it's coming from. It sounds like a voice. Oh, maybe it's just lasagna panting. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Me, I'm fine. It's not quite fully arranged, but they're quasi-arranged, heavily limited to a certain group of people's kids. My cousins and I are basically resisting in ways that make sense for us. Some basically just use it as family-approved dating service. Like, the way you put it, Maddie, like, it suddenly makes a lot more sense to me. Like, name recognition, it's like brand recognition is an asset. And so, at least for, like, political power, when it comes to trying to influence the public and trying to negotiate deals, and suddenly brand name becomes part of it. They want people to recognize who their partner is. If that's all the person can bring to the table, then wow, it's suddenly like, Victorian women again. Like it's you're in a Victorian, Georgian. Gotta go farther back. Like, it's the daughter's job to marry wealthy. It's the plot of House of Cards. Yeah. My cousins and I are basically resisting in ways that make sense for us. Some basically just use it as family-approved dating service. Ugh. My parents were arranged, barely knew each other before they got married, and everyone in the family wonders why I'm married. Why I'm not married, yeah. Hi, little Donnie Fund. Sure is weird that you continue to be having problems with Twitch. Every member of the current 22-person board was let go. I'm sorry, I was overdramatic. I said 25. I guess 3 are not on the board right now. Every member of the current 22-person board was let go, according to terminated member Yolanda Gill. The board had planned to meet in person next week and was finalizing a report on the state of U.S. science, Gill said in an email. I think is one more indication of the sweeping changes that the administration has in mind for the NSF, said Gill, who works at... I don't want to hear about more plans the administration has for the NSF. Good Lord. Maria Cantwell, the top Democrat on the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, said in a statement the move was a dangerous attack on the institutions and expertise that drive American innovation and discovery. The Trump administration tried to cut the Science Foundation's $9 billion budget by more than half last year. Congress maintained NSF's funding, but a similar slash is once again on the table for the coming year. Guys, I think I'm at the point where I just have to own the conspiracy theory that Trump is just accepting bribes to destroy American infrastructure. Like, I 80% owned that theory in the past, but there was like the 20% of me that's like, well, it could just all be incompetence. It could all just be bravado and misplaced confidence, and then just like complete failure to run a government. But it doesn't make sense to me anymore that like anything else would be true. So the hotel only had the one camera, taking a while to prompt the other camera angles. I'm guessing that report was leaked by the 3 people not fired and Trump didn't like it. What? What report? What report are we talking about? Can I get your input on the DOJ just dropping the indictment on Powell in order to elect the new replacement? Dropping the indictment to elect the new replacement? I'm not sure how that functions. So they're going to eliminate the NSF, right? I'm surprised they haven't already. He actually proved he could kind of sort of run a government at least a year or two in his first term. Now he's speed running its demise. Science report you said was about to drop in a week. The board had planned to meet in person next week and was finalizing a report on the state of U.S. science. Got it. Yeah, the science report didn't look good for Trump brand projects. Yeah, right. My bad, Maddie. Little Donnie Fund, if you got an article, maybe I could get a little better idea of what we're talking about. Oh my god. Oh. No, I heard that was fake. The military guy who said he denied Trump the nuclear codes. Pretty sure the NSF isn't something that you can just disappear overnight. They tried to do that to the EPA, but it still exists if extremely hampered. I mean, none of these things they can legally dissolve, but they can just disappear it overnight. Yeah, what was the deal with the nuclear code thing? It's reported by MSN. Newsweek reports there's no evidence to back the claim. Huh. Anyway. So in a little bit here, I think just for a casual night, I'm just gonna do some gaming here because I've been thinking about it lately, and I think one thing that really bothers me is like I wanted to do more engagement on this channel. I wanted to be doing more debate, and there was a while there where we were having like a good month and a half, 2 months of debates, at least some semi-regular engagement. And I think the best thing I can do, it's twofold. I need to do more engagement with other debate platforms. Yeah, the streaming later thing, it does hamper my ability to engage, and I'm still not sure what else I can do about that. You know, if I get this new job and I feel like I've got some more regularity with my schedule and with my life, then maybe I can try shifting to doing some earlier streaming and just having more of the late nights to rest. I'll consider that. But I did have this freaking Undertale it's evolved into an Undertale / Deltarune theory video, which get all kinds of engagement. So I want to finish that, and I do want to do more engagement with other debate platforms. Well, to me, it's just absurd to indict Powell to begin with, and in order to put Trump's pick, Tillis said Trump need to drop the bogus indictment. It is absurd to indict Powell to begin with. To put Trump's pick, Tillis said Trump needs to drop the bogus indictment. I don't have much to say about it, Little Donnie Fund, other than like the more Trump gets his way, the more we're fucked. I think the quality of debate is questionable at best on Twitch. Well, Athena, where do you think we should be looking? You tap into other people's groups like that one debate group and just start putting out feelers. Yeah, I'm gonna like I said earlier, I'm planning on going back on the horseradish patch again. Do the constitutional convention debate, and better fucking rock star that shit. Like, that's my whole thing. So I better sell it well. I don't really have a choice. All right, what else we got? I will say, guys, if I can manage to get this Deltarune Undertale video out before the next chapter comes out, then y'all, it's gonna explode like nobody else's videos exploded. Because I'm like, I watch these theory videos. I'm like, y'all are so far behind. Y'all, you gotta start reading this game better. I was asking from the standpoint of you being a lawyer and if you've ever seen something like that. No, we've never seen anything like the Trump administration. No, that's generally the answer. I saw the last few minutes, like the entire Trump administration, everything is constantly, well, I guess theoretically this is something that you couldn't say couldn't happen. I saw the last few minutes of their last debate. The question was, would Hillary have been a worse president than Trump? Good God. Good God. And what did you see on that, Maddie? Did you see any of the actual debate? That is some straight curse shit. State Department openly admits Israel pushed us into Iran war. It's becoming increasingly clear who is in control here. Saw the last few minutes and didn't quite want to go into the VOD. Don't blame me for that one. Oh, needs to go up here. No, needs to go up here. There we go. Let's try streamlining this a little bit. Even the State Department recognizes that the U.S. entered the Iran war on behalf of Israel. A government release written earlier this week by Reed D. Rubenstein, the department's legal advisor, detailed how the U.S. is engaged in this conflict at the request of and in the collective self-defense of its Israeli ally. Jesus Christ. As well as in the exercise of the United States' own inherent right of self-defense. Wow, that's a nice little afterthought there. Also proven false. I also hear the Earth moves around the sun. Equally thrilling news. That's bullshit. Sun moves around the Earth. Don't give me that. Sun moves around above the Earth. God, I was listening to a Planet Peterson debate earlier today, and I was so... I once debated a guy on the flat Earth, and I was so dumbfounded when I heard this exact same point come out of his mouth. When the guy debating Peterson was like, so in your model, like north, south, like which way is up? What do you mean? Neither of those is up. One is like forward and one is backward, or left and right, depending on which way you're facing. Neither of those is up, my guy. You have such a poor understanding of how the globe model works that you don't even understand how up and down work. Explain time zones in a flat earth model. The thing that always bothers me is like, let's just end this conversation at how like latitude and longitude work as you move farther south. I can prove to you that these cities are not half a planet away from each other. they are closer together than your map would describe. The lines of longitude converge. They don't spread. Is that how that would work on theirs? Spread? No, I guess they would just stay not parallel, like axially equidistant. This admin is like watching a train wreck or one of those house videos where people start going in and knocking down load-bearing walls and support poles and cutting through foundation beams. Oh god, I hate that image. It's so true. It's so right. You nailed that. It is so obvious that Earth is round. Believing that it's flat is almost contrarian for contrarian's sake. So infuriating. I know, right? Like, how many things of conventional wisdom do you need to deny to embrace your like idea of how things work? What's this video, Maddie? What are we watching?
And tonight the red carpet is rolled out in Washington, D.C. for the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner. It is the political event of the year, a long-standing tradition where journalism, politics, and celebrity culture converge for one evening to celebrate the First Amendment and recognize the work of the White House Press Corps. While most of tonight might look similar to previous dinners, there is one big difference.
The live
tonight,
C-SPAN video feed at the time.
President Trump is attending and speaking.
Like if you've flown in a plane, if you've traveled any significant distance, even in a car, you've seen evidence that the Earth is round. Like, for fuck's sake, yeah. Like how does an airplane stay level? It's like because their readings of what is level is constantly, like, it's not changing, but it is adjusting naturally to be level with the globe as it curves around it. It can't just keep going up.
Your views about what you've just seen. But over this next first hour, we'll watch the arrivals.
Oh, he's falling asleep. This can't be fun for him anymore if he's falling asleep constantly. Like apparently nothing gives him any entertainment in this anymore. Oh, God.
Proliferation. Nuclear proliferation. Nuclear proliferation.
4 years ago, I looked like this. Today, I look like this. And 4 years from now, I will look like this. These days, I look in the mirror and I have to admit,
Oh,
I'm not the
I get it,
scrappy young
Obama. It's
Muslim
because
socialist that I used to be.
black people all look the same? Is that what?
I'm really excited to be here tonight with the only group of Americans
I can skip this?
with a lower approval rating than I have.
Close by Connecticut Avenue, employee.
A sequence of events.
Where we were in the.
Where did the
So I could get closer, and it looked.
where did the crazy happen?
Just look at the camera, okay, and just talk to us.
So, Peter, behind the stage, obviously, so this got on stage from what you're, as you said, they
Saw the host of America's Book Club.
the cops are now a little bit further into the neighborhood.
In the room.
You'd see, and it was
around him,
Okay.
Today, I look like this.
And God knows how many drugs are being injected and pumped into him to keep him alive at this point, even in his first term. Did Trump even do a correspondence dinner speech, or was the false flag thing happened before then? I imagine he didn't prepare a speech.
closes with a tribute to the free press.
the argument that President Trump.
But I would say that those impromptu moments are
Yeah,
quality
I see it.
assets.
Just a second. We have an issue here at the head table.
Oh, there it is.
That
Yeah,
has
just
written-
while they're casually talking,
but for
things are
most
going
part,
like
it's,
batshit in the background.
It's like writing a speech for anybody else. You just have to get those pieces in. What I was going to say, just to follow up on your point of access, I always made the argument that President Trump was the most accessible president we've ever had.
That's not a good thing. If you can just pay to meet the president, that is not a good thing.
He brings the press into the Roosevelt Room.
Okay, also, no, he's not the most accessible to the press president of all time. That's a fucking joke.
Is fantastic. What I heard from reporters was it was also exhausting.
The reason he keeps putting makeup on his hand is because he keeps getting dementia medication injected there, and in order to keep tabs on it, you need regular MRIs.
I said, well, we're giving you more access than you've ever had before. And they go, yeah, but not the access we want. And I go, what do you mean by that? And they said, we want to go in there with a.
It's got to go off here in just a couple seconds, right?
Ready to go at a press conference. When we get called in at the moment's notice and have to shout over our other reporters and maybe get to ask
there it
one,
is.
Yes, we have access, but we don't have the quality access.
There goes JD Vance, pulled off into the background.
That's a difference.
But I would say that those impromptu moments are.
Nobody's moved Trump yet. There we go.
Issue here at the head table at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If we can go to that full screen, it looks like the head table has been evacuated. I saw Oz Perlman talking with Mr. and Mrs. Trump, and they are evacuating. It looks like they're taking all the security.
I'd go with FDR.
Out of there at this point.
What do you mean you'd go with FDR?
If we could get closer.
You think RFK Jr. would have been way more reactive after his own father got assassinated in a hotel? Yeah. I loved the take from Vosh earlier today. It's like, or maybe it was yesterday. Fucking Vance apparently wasn't in the group chat. So his own security didn't know to expect this. You can see the guy standing directly behind Trump watch Vance's security guys drag him off stage, and the guy's just looking at him like, what are y'all doing? oh, president with most press access. Yeah. Did you see RFK's wife being annoyed they left her behind? No, I didn't see that. Judge just noticed the obvious problem with Trump suing his own IRS for $10 billion. Oh, yeah? MAGA defectors convinced Correspondents' Dinner shooting was staged. Some of Trump's biggest former supporters are now questioning an assassination attempt on his life. Kind of bring it on yourself, right? Study shows Trump's tightened embargo on Cuba has killed a lot of babies. I mean, how many people do we need to kill for it to be, like, significant? Because the elimination of U.S. aid has killed tons of people. Kill more babies. This is what MAGA wants. Kill more babies. Sacrifice more babies to MAGA. California one step closer to taxing billionaires. Thank you. Thank you. Supreme Court considers blocking lawsuits alleging weed killer causes cancer. Oh. Why? I mean, this sounds like news that I should be covering, right? Supreme Court on Monday wrestled with whether federal law preempts judges and juries from weighing claims from tens of thousands of cancer patients that the chemical giant Monsanto failed to warn them about alleged cancer risks from the popular weed killer Roundup. The case argued before the justices dealt with a prosaic legal question, but one with enormous consequences. The court will determine the fate of one of the largest waves of product liability litigation in the nation's history. Billions of dollars are at stake, as well as the future of a chemical the nation's largest farm group says it's so important that ending its use would threaten America's food supply, but many environmentalists assert is toxic. The justices seem to lean toward restricting the lawsuits, but they ask tough questions of both sides, and the outcome remains unclear. I don't know if I understand what the legal question is here. At the heart of the case is glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup and other name brands that has been used as an herbicide since the 1970s. Roundup is one of the most widely used weed killers in the world. The Environmental Protection Agency has found repeatedly over decades that glyphosate does not cause cancer in humans, but in 2015, a prominent cancer research group associated with the World Health Organization and the United Nations determined glyphosate was probably carcinogenic to humans. The finding led some countries to ban the herbicide and touched off a flood of lawsuits against Monsanto. The company, which is now owned by the German conglomerate Bayer, denies Roundup causes cancer. More than 100,000 lawsuits have been filed in American courts, and Bayer has spent about $11 billion on settlements to date. The case before the Supreme Court involves one of those lawsuits. Paul Clement, an attorney for Monsanto, told the justices that the Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act that regulates the sale and marketing of pesticides preempts the state court judgment. Under FIFRA, a company must submit studies and safety data that show an herbicide carries no unreasonable risk to human health or the environment to get approval from the EPA to sell the product. The EPA also signs off on a label which is barred from featuring false and misleading statements. The manufacturer must seek EPA approval for any substantive changes to the label. The law recognizes states retain their ability to regulate pesticide sale or use, provided a state's rules don't conflict with EPA or FIFRA regulations, but it bars states from requiring any additional labeling not mandated under FIFRA. Clement argued in court that the EPA has consistently found Roundup does not cause cancer, so it was not required to warn consumers of an alleged cancer risk and could not be held liable for not doing so. Okay, so it's the political question doctrine is where we're at. Because Monsanto. Well, Trump lifted the ban. Yeah, Roundup's healthy, I guess. So much for MAGA. Uh-oh, not Bayer. Yeah. So this is the what's called the political question doctrine. Well, no, I guess it's not technically the political question doctrine. The political question doctrine is that the courts can't rule on something that is within the other branches' duty to interpret the Constitution to enact their own duties. So I'm trying to figure out what theory this would be that would say that courts can't intervene on this. Congress passed the law, so it'd have to find that the law was unconstitutional in order to... I mean, I guess you'd have to say that there are certain rights that Congress cannot sign away by law, but I don't know if that is accurate. If Congress, as long as it was something that didn't touch on, like, within state boundaries operations of like monitoring and regulating herbicide use, as long as it wasn't that, then I think Congress could do most anything with it. Good morning, Dustork. How you doing? Getting too in the weeds on the weed killer here. Trump judge says some women are just a warm, wet hole. What the fuck? What? What's happening? One of the Trump administration's newest immigration judges said that some women are just a warm, wet hole. Melissa Isaac, an Army veteran and reservist, was hired by the Justice Department on April 8th as a temporary immigration judge. It's a woman. Wow. Goddamn. She was permitted to begin hearing cases immediately, according to an announcement from the Executive Office for Immigration Review. In 2007, Isaac graduated from Barry University School of Law, a low-ranked law school where less than half of recent grads passed the bar exam on the first try. They're sending their best. I was wondering when language like this was going to be used openly. Good so far, just shortly passing by. I will pick up my grandma later and take her to my mum. Well, that's cool, Stork. Hanging out with the important women in your life. Weird thing to talk about, given the subject matter we are currently reading, but alright. Graduated from Barry University School of Law, a low-ranked law school where less than half of recent grads passed the bar exam on their first try. Let's look at it. I got it. Barry University. Barry University Law School. Ranking. Let's just be petty here for a second, y'all. We only care about top 14 law schools here. I am proud to say that my law school was a top 14 law school when I got accepted. I don't think it is anymore. Barf, she's a female MRA. Does law school prepare you for the bar, or is that something you're meant to do more on your own? Law school prepares you for some of the bar. Law school could prepare you for all of the bar if that was strictly the classes you took. But goddamn, I don't blame you if you never want to take family law. It is not exciting. It is not interesting. Wills and trusts. Not exciting. Maybe a little interesting because you get into some of the weird, like, obscure shit of law, like the dead hand rule and shit like that. Maddie, how is the LSAT studying coming? The bar is more the profession tests itself to be viable instead of the government. The bar exam, yes. And not all states require taking the bar exam to become a lawyer. Family law seems kind of scummy, especially if you end up representing a certain kind of father. I mean, that's kind of the thing with every part of law, is every part of law is scummy or saintly. Like every segment of law. Depends on which side you're on. But well, IP, I mean, okay. I don't know if there's any saving IP. Like, kind of scummy all around. The law has its capitalistic bent. I mean, it would be nice if being the good guys paid as much as being the bad guys. Alas, the bad guys have the money for a reason. Barry University Law School. Full-time program application fee, $0. Student to faculty ratio is 16.1 to 1. Acceptance rate, 55.9%. They accept more than half of the people that apply. Hey, there it is. This is literally bottom of the barrel. There you go. Gets you in more consistently bad. They might be 194th, Maddie. They might be 194th. I had to take a break last week. Turns out I had a kidney stone. No! And ended up in the ER on Tuesday and sick the next day too. I'd rather go to like a Caribbean law school. like if you're going to a law school ranked 175th to 194th, it's got to be because you are adamant to be a lawyer for the worst reasons. Like, if you want to be a lawyer for good reasons, and this is the only law school you can get into, I think most people would be like, I guess it's not for me. But anybody who's still demanding that they go to law school here, I don't know. Both that they're ranked that, and also that even if I took the LSAT and just filled out an application, would have a 50-50 chance of getting in. Right? I mean, I assume you have to take the LSAT to apply, right? Maybe a big chunk of the people who didn't get accepted were like didn't fulfill the requirements to apply. Peer assessment score 1.3 out of 5. Assessment score by lawyers and judges 1.5 out of 5. Their 25th percentile GPA is a 2.93. LSAT scores 148 to 152. Boy. Median LSAT score 150. God damn. It's like my uncle used to say, law school is law school, meaning that if you went to a shitty law school, if you finished, you could still technically call yourself a lawyer. My point is what kinds of people are technically calling themselves a lawyer. Like, my local law school is about 100 ranked, but it's a surprisingly solid school. Oh man, I could get the best viewers from unused Clink M11Q66KKNK. That's too close to KKK. I'm sorry, that's banned. That faculty ratio, like, what is my school's faculty ratio? Oh, what? How'd this come up here? No. What? Ah, whatever. Damn, guys. Still lagging. Still lagging. What's going on? Gotta get back up into the top 14. This uncle was a doctor and looked down on lawyers, so that's his bias? Oh man, somebody wanted to better justify the time they spent in school. Number 7 in law schools with most graduates in federal clerkships. Hey. UT is number 11 in IP law. Number 15 in constitutional law. Hell yeah, let's go. That's where I spent all my time. Yeah, I went to UT Law back when it was top 14. In the case anybody's confused why I keep mentioning top 14, that is like a thing in law schools. It's like a statistically a significant number. So they don't have a top 10, they have a top 14. So when I got accepted, UT was number 14, and it has been 15 and 16 ever since. Yeah, it's less about the like counting from 1 to 20 that is the cutoff. It's like, what is the statistical like relevance at which point something is cut off, and that just happened to be at 14 when it became standardized. Is that what Austin used to say? What? Me, Austin? Yeah, the top 14 is the cutoff? No, you just... Man. I know I don't have to justify this, but y'all are gonna make me fucking justify it. Wait, am I? Yeah, this is right window. All right. Calm the hell down, Windows. T14, literally a term. What are T14 law schools? Why T14 status matters? Maybe this is... Wait, did I click the wrong link? Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Stop changing where all the text is on me. '25 rankings dropped and Cornell fell to number 18, while Vanderbilt, UT Austin, and WashU crashed the party, creating a four-way tie at number 14. Oh, so they've dropped since last year. UT, get some consistency. T14 schools place 70 to 80% of graduates into big law firms starting at 215,000. So, like, maybe that's where the cutoff is? Is that the percentage of graduates that go to big law firms? I didn't know that it was that bad. 70 to 80% of graduates. Oh, not 70%, 80% of big law hirees. Okay. I mean, okay, so that's pretty impressive. 70, 80% of their graduates go to big law. What's the top law school these days? There you go. There's your top 14. That was as of last year. The top 10 hardly changes. Oh, Harvard has dropped. I think Harvard used to be number 3. Nothing good ever came out of Stanford. Harsh. I applied to all of these that were in small towns, and I didn't get accepted to any of them. I was so grateful that I got accepted to UT Law. And hey, I fucking earned it. Got in the top 10%. Let's go. But, yeah, I applied late, and it was in the worst application season ever because it was right after Trump got elected, and everybody wanted to go to law school for some reason. It's called the Trump bump. Hey, I love going to law school. I can go back to law school. If I can get my bills paid, I'd go back to law school. Oh, no, wait. I wasn't done looking at that. I was looking at UT. What? Huh? What? What happened? Hello? Okay, that window apparently broke. Completely busted window. There we go. I never understand when it does that shit. Same after the economy blew out in 2008. Really? I'm really happy to see that it's number 15 in con law. It's not top 14, but there are some great constitutional law scholars at UT. These are not some great stats in general. Ooh. Damn, how did I get into UT Law? Jesus. Damn. I must have been bottom of the barrel for GPA. Yeah, I had a 3.2. Jeez. Top that, though. Get wrecked. Yeah, Maddie, it sounds about the same. In a country that's not known for great numeracy, law school is probably not a bad way to become a professional, especially if you don't have to take all of it out on loans. Not sure I understand your meaning. 14% acceptance rate. Hell, that's better than Barry University. Yeah, okay, this is the stat I came for. 5.3 to 1 student-faculty ratio. That's... Jeez. You could fool me looking at, like, the first-year classes that are, like, 150 people in a classroom. Yeah, I know. Barry was 16 to 1. Full credit outcomes 10 months after graduation. Hey, look at that. 96% first-time bar. Woo! Yo. How do I owe so much money then? How do I owe so much money? What the fuck? I'm guessing the professors were the ones playing volleyball. Everything is working as designed. Little Donnie Fund, what are you talking about? Alright. University of Hawaii? Where's our top 14? Let's see some of these Stanford sets. I know we're just like fucking around right now. Alright, here's Stanford. 4% acceptance rate. That's dramatically different than UT. I'm sorry, y'all have an SAT range? What? Wait, what are these stats? What is this? Oh, am I in Stanford the University? I need Stanford Law. There, okay. #1 best law school. #1 in crim law. #1 in contracts. Number 2 in con law. #2 in business law. #1 in IP. The lawyers who are too good to learn how to go to trial. The 75th percentile has a 4.0. Okay. Man, their 75th percentile had as good an LSAT score as I did. Yikes. That just goes to show that the LSAT has way too much importance in law school admissions. Capitalism always putting profit above human concern. You're tying capitalism to like academic prestige. First time bar passage 96.5. Not that much better than UT. Okay, that's enough of that. The lack of academic prestige? Alright, we were looking at this trash judge. That's why we got down that rabbit hole. Because Barry University is just the top of legal prestige. Do you think we should have shitty schools? Do I think we should have shitty schools? I don't know if there's avoiding shitty schools. Like just by virtue of people who are good at their jobs prompting people to want to learn the same way they did. And that way you get people going to the same prestigious place. I don't know if you can avoid it, period. You're going to have places that are preferred to other places. And that is going to redistribute who goes where. You can have less shitty schools. Afterwards, she joined the law firm Brock & Stout in Alabama for 2 years, and in 2009 began her own private practice, self-styled as a divorce attorney for men, where she has worked ever since. Okay, now I see the type of language that she's using. She got very used to hearing men complain about their ex-wives. She does not have any immigration court experience, but her name was attached to several high-profile non-divorce cases. Isaac was a defense attorney for 3 of the January 6th Capitol rioters. Oh, good! She later withdrew from 2 of the cases. She also helped Alabama Republican Roy Moore dismiss a defamation suit from a woman who said he molested her when she was 14. Jesus Christ! The rap sheet on this woman. Good Lord! Only does gay divorces. She likes Thomas. What, a female? What is MRA, Maddie? Oh, okay. Got you. She likes Thomas. Clarence Thomas? Some women are also demons. Some men are also demons. Some white people are also demons. Some janitors are also demons. Every demographic has demons. It's amazing. She's like Thomas. What Thomas? But under capitalism, we have to have subpar everything instead of doing the best we can, either in tech or education. We cannot allow for making the best we possibly can. Well, like Little Donnie Fund, I agree. We can make everything better under socialism. I don't think it's going to change, like, whether there are more prestigious or less prestigious places. Okay, SCOTUS Thomas. Okay. I said Clarence Thomas and I didn't get a response. Need to go, BB? All right, bye, BB. Have fun. All right, thanks. You too. Have fun with your grandma and mom. That legal saga is still ongoing. An appeals court overturned Moore's multi-million-dollar win against his accuser late last week. Oh, no. Really? Oh, that's fun. Is that... Give? Give. Okay. The Justice Clarence Thomas, who we have show up in chat sometimes? During an interview with pickup artist Anthony Dream Johnson in 2021, Isaac claimed that there are two types of women. There are good, solid, valuable women who are major assets to men if you're a good woman, and then there's a warm, wet hole. God damn, Jesus. Wow. You're either a major asset to men or a hole. Hoy. The following year, she gave a speech on the matter for Johnson's Manosphere Convention. 21 Studios Make Women Great Again. Yikes. If the only thing you have to offer a man is sex, that's what you are. And guess what? Guess who else has a warm wet hole? Every other woman out there. What a horrible existence. She compared that to a real woman, a subtype that she said was meant to catapult a man. You exist solely to catapult men. We're powerful women, we are, if we use it in the right way. I've had people get offended and they say, you know, it's horrible that you say warm, wet hole. I mean, well, if you have one and it's not warm and wet, you might want to seek some gynecological intervention. Okay. You're either a bang maid or a hole. A bang maid. Hey, Frank Big Time. To be fair, quite a lot of men deserve to be catapulted. That's the real powerful women. The real powerful women are the ones who catapult men. Let's look at this. And then I probably gotta head out for the night. Yeah. Gotta do just bullshit nights every once in a while, but be doing some more debates soon. Maybe doing horseradish patch again this weekend. Good night, Maddie. Appeals court overturns $8.2 million defamation win for Alabama politician Roy Moore. Moore lost a Senate race after his campaign was rocked by misconduct allegations that he denied. The lawsuit centered on a TV ad that recounted the accusations against him. An appeals court on Friday reversed an $8.2 million defamation verdict awarded to Alabama politician Roy Moore, who sued a super PAC over a 2017 political ad detailing misconduct accusations against him. The panel of the 11th U.S. Circuit of Appeals ruled that Moore failed to prove the organization acted with malice, one of the legal standards for cases involving public figures. The three-judge panel vacated the defamation verdict and ordered the trial judge to enter a summary judgment in favor of Senate Majority PAC. Moore, a former Republican judge known for his hard-line stances opposing same-sex marriage and supporting the public display of the Ten Commandments, lost the 2017 Senate race after his campaign was rocked by misconduct allegations against him. Lee Korfman said that Moore sexually touched her in 1979 when she was 14 and he was a 32-year-old assistant district attorney. Moore denied the accusation. Other women said Moore dated them or asked them out on dates when they were older teens. Judges found the PAC made a negligent error at best, but that is not a basis for finding actual malice. Fun. Okay, guys. We're going to turn the focus of the channel to finding alternative means of generating more traffic. Then maybe we can have some actual debates on the channel again. I don't know where they all went, but what are you going to do? Gotta find ways to get more. All right. That'll do it for me tonight. I'll be back with you guys Wednesday night. I'm going to go ahead and foreshadow likely, I don't know about likely. There's a good chance of having a week off next week. I might be going on a week-long vacation, but it might just be a week-long staycation, so I might do some streams. We'll see. I'm Know Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too, because it's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And as always, I'm proud of you. I don't need to know you personally for that to be real. It's true, and you deserve to hear it. If only because life is hard, it's always been hard, and always will be hard. But the way you face each and every single day, the way you do, is remarkable. So stay remarkable, and I'll see y'all Wednesday night. Let me see if I can raid somebody. Dang, I'm visibly sweating. It is hot in here. Night. Oh, Alex Jones Network always comes up. Alright, F it. We'll just cut it tonight. Alright, good night, everybody.